We love hip hop.
Those things never really happen. So to be where I'm at now and to be able to give back, it's a really good thing, you know. I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm from the street, so there was times like I can barely afford instant noodles, man. You know, with a little bit of fucking egg or something. You know, it's tight. But,
listen. Let's start off this conversation here, man. El Jefe de Pollo, that's the restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay. And your name's Chino. But you're of Vietnamese descent.
Yes.
So tell me, were you born here? Parents born in Vietnam, Vietnamese and Chinese?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me the whole story, because you got the El Pollo restaurant, but like it's like a fusion thing going on, no?
Yeah.
And you have like so much different parts of Toronto that's come through in your history that you came to where we are today. So take me through that.
Absolutely. That builds up, you know, El Jefe de Pollo right here. You probably wondering what's this like Vietnamese guy opening like a Spanish restaurant that's halal. Holy shit, what's going on here? Actually, somebody tweeted that not too long ago, and I got like, I think 35K tweets or some shit. Like it was kind of semi-viral, and it was like, I didn't realize it was me. I was just on like a Six Buzz or something, one of those pages, and people were like, yo, this guy's funny, yo. Like, this exists. And then the guy that actually made the tweet went on with the comments and went, yo, bro, I literally tweeted this because of you. It's like so multicultural. Holy shit. It's a one-of-a-kind restaurant. And again, how I built that is just being a Torontonian, you know what I mean? Growing up in the trenches and like playing with everyone. Like when I say that, I mean like every race, you know what I mean? Like I literally have a friend of almost every culture. I almost don't think I can't name one. You know what I mean? And then you go into the culture and then there's subcultures within the culture. Like for example, Asians, like I'm going to be really blunt with this one, like especially coming from my time frame, like the war times and shit. I'm half.
Okay.
They don't kind of like each other, sort of low key, you know those ones?
Yeah.
And like growing up, that was very hard, you know, like I'm half Chinese, I'm half Vietnamese, you show the Vietnamese. It's kind of, you always get that off energy. Like you don't all feel 100%, you know, it's weird.
Yeah. So you're saying that even within like Asian culture, there's division.
Sort of, yeah. Sort of, not so much nowadays because you know we're in a different time, right? There's something called cancel culture, which is has very little benefit in my opinion, but there's also some, you know what I mean? There's pros and cons. You got what I'm trying to say? Yeah.
No, because you know, like between like in Black culture, we have like, especially in the United States, right?
Yeah.
Foundational Black Americans who might not get along with people who come straight from Africa or from the West Indies and stuff like that, right? So there's like even division within our own culture, but like we're not in other cultures like Asian culture and stuff like that, right? So we don't really get to know about this. Can you like I've heard about it? Like sometimes Chinese people might have beef with, I don't know, Korean people or whatever. Is that a thing?
Yeah, well, not specifically those races, but sometimes like depends where you're in the city and like just how it all came together in that big cauldron, you know, of hate and ops and all that shit. You get what I mean? Like, yeah, it's very weird.
Wow.
But like even with like you said within your own culture, like the North Vietnamese sometimes beef with the South Vietnamese back then, like heavy. Now I don't see that as much, but like people would always talk about, oh, are you a Nammer? Are you a Bucky? Like shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, or if you're from China, like, oh, are you from Hong Kong? Or are you from the country? Like, or you're Fujianese? Or you know what I mean? Like, there's that too, right? And again, that is part of the culture. And like, when everyone starts in the trench, well, you're getting all like the most hardest refugees that have nothing coming here, like either war ridden or like just running away from like, you know, basically a communist country. It gets a little bit shaky and different down here, you know?
No, for sure. And let's go back even with your history, right? Before even any restaurant or anything like that, or restaurants, right?
Yeah.
You grew up here in Toronto.
Yeah.
The Spadina area, the Chinatown area. Right?
Yes.
Not both parents. You said your dad ran away at a young age?
Yeah.
Talk about
very, very early teens, like maybe 13,
and so
14.
Then it was you and how many siblings you?
I got a brother and a sister. I'm the oldest. So that said, it's like I have to make a lot of the decisions.
Yeah.
I don't have someone to turn to be like, hey, bro, or hey, dad, or you know what I mean? Help me. I got some uncles, but they're refugees too. They try to make it for their family. I can't be bothering them.
Yeah.
Or the aunties or anybody like that.
Yeah.
So I always got to make house. Basically, and I got to make it work, you know? And then like, I didn't know much, you know? I knew how to hustle and shit. At a young age, man. You know what I mean? Like, I probably can't get charged for this, so I don't want to say it, but I did funny shit. Like, when I was, I think I was like 10 years old, 11 years old, some shit like that. Me and my next homie from Chinatown, we go to the exhibition, right? you know, the C&E, right? We have no money, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, we get our mission in, but not to play, to make money. We go at the entrance where the GO train is, and we would start asking people, and we would have a sob story. We'd be like, yo, me and my brother, yo, we don't have money for rides, yo. Yo, can you give us your wristband, please? Yo, but let us snip it for you. We'll do it nice, you know, so that they don't say we shared it, you know? So we snipped off, we collect like 20 wristbands, and then like we go back to the rides and be like, hey, yo, we see people lining up at the ticket stand. Yo, I'll give you a wristband for half the price, yo. And they're like, these little shits, you know, we're like little shits, you know, like a little shit go to you like, 11-year-old. And I'll be slick with it. I'd be like, miss, try it first. If your kids go on the ride, then you pay me. She's like, yo, this kid ain't joking. And we brought a little scotch tape and shit, but yo, it's funny, man. Like, this is what I mean. Like, I learned the hustle from young because you go to your parents, they're gonna be like, yo, man, I have no money. Yeah. You know, straight out the back, no money. You know, go do something, go get a job, you know? Like, and you're like, yeah, hey, fuck, you know, I want to make some money, you know? Yeah. So that's a little touch on the beginning part of me, right? Like how I get the hustle, you know, you get no money, right? Yeah. Even the way I became a chef, right? It's like, if you ever wanted to eat anything good, you'd have to learn how the recipe. You'd have to ask your grandpa, your grandma, or you know what I mean? Like, that's how it was for me. Yeah. You know, to learn something to cook. Parents are never there. They're out making money and shit, you know? So if you didn't know how to cook, you're basically eating whatever they left in the fridge, or like Michelinas from that whatever $1 sale, you get in that no-frill diet. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? That low budget diet.
So even like growing up, like what was like high school life for you? Like,
I kind of dropped out right off the hop, man. Cause like I said, I got started early. I mean, I got involved with some, I guess, the wrong people. We're not going to name drop or anything like that, but I just would have go to the long story short versions of a lot of this. But, yeah, man, like I started learning early because I smoked my first spliff at like 13 or 14 or something, like really young, you know? Yeah. Like, and then, I remember with some of the homies, I was playing at like RP at that time, you know? I was just thinking like, they're like, okay, this is how much it is and shit. And I was thinking, well, if I start selling this, maybe I can make some money, you know? And then, yeah, man, I'm like a little shit, you know what I mean? Like super young, you know what I mean? Like obviously whoever's giving me the stuff know that I'm not going to really get it. I'm going to slap on the wrist. That's too young, you know? Yeah. So then as I started doing that, I make some little guap. You start thinking, yo, why work and shit? You know what I mean? Like this is crazy. And I did work before that. You know what I mean? You know, you get into grade 8 high school, you get a little job. I worked at Baskin Robbins for with Cineplex, you know, a little part-time, you know, I'm like, fam. And back then, minimum wage was like $7 or some shit. You working a whole fucking weekend. After tax, you get like, yo, like a bill 60 or some shit. You're like, yo, fuck this, man. I'm going to sell some dimes or some shit. Yeah. You know? And then, again, I'm back in Chinatown at the time. There was a cocaine and crack epidemic. It was crazy. Like, there's fiends 24 hours, man. Like, you think Spadina and Queen is bad? The McDonald's there? Wait till Spadina and Dundas back in those days, bro. Yeah. Right near the alleyway, yo. Fiends everywhere all the time, you know?
It's still kind of fucked up. So
still kind of fucked up, but yeah, man. So I started noticing like all the big guy in the neighborhood, like they driving sick whips and like, you know, you ask around, yo, what's that guy do? What's that? I want to be like that, you know? Like, kind of almost like a 50 Cent story, which is real life, yo. This really happened in our city, too. Yeah. People always say Canada soft. No, man, there's some shit that go on in Toronto, you know? But yeah, I started seeing that, and I was just like, I you know, try to find my way to get involved in that, too, you know? Yeah. That's the biggest mistake I did, getting involved in the white stuff, you know?
Shout out to our sponsors, Astro Pink, always coming with that loud. Check them out on their website, myastropink.com, or you can hit them up on Instagram at astro_pink. If you know, you know.
But yeah, in the short, I made a lot of money doing that shit. And again, I did it very quietly. I never rep no sets. I never, you know, beef with anybody. I did my shit quietly. If I took L's, I took them quietly. You get what I mean? But I did my business quietly and it didn't cause no beef. So it was really strange how I hustled. It was really funny. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So what got you from the hustling birds to hustling chicken birds?
Fried chicken birds. Well, that's what part of the story has to make sense. I got caught up, so it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Yes, I got my first big ass chain at like 16. It was like, you know, like back then you wanted a long chain, you know, like it was a thing. It wasn't no choker shit back
40-inch cables.
You need that, and you need that like the 18K. You want to flex, you want to get like that strong gold, you know. You're like, yo, it's my shinier, you know. I had the grill, everything. I had all this flyest like Young Jeezy shades back then, you know, like in the. And I love it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I had it all at the time, you know? But again, that's the good side of it. But then when you get knocked, there's like that side of it. You know what I'm trying to say? And then we're gonna skip past that because those are some of the most depressing times of my life, by the way. When you go through that like hardship of the consequences of the streets, it really catches up to you, man. Like not just like financially, everything, man. You lose everybody, friends, family. Nobody's gonna take you serious no more, and that's just that is the worst feeling in the world, man. And to be where I'm at right now, it's kind of thankfully because of it, because I got knocked at an earlier age. You know what I mean? I can learn my mistakes and see the true colors of a lot of individuals and, just learn to move forward and be proper. But along with this, after on my quest to kind of become a civilian, I guess you can call it, or I guess I'm a chef, right? I wanted to be somebody in society and then maybe be somebody I could be proud of, like for my mother and shit, or my future kids and shit, or my wife. You know what I mean? So, with that change, what I say, I started going back to school and shit, and then learning. Okay, like I went to George Brown, by the way, and I started learning. Okay, like how do I get to like this Gordon Ramsay level? You know what I mean? I can't just jump into it. I'm so late in life. I spent half my life hustling and trapping, and like
not to interrupt you. That some of the people that you were watching, like let's say even like while you were away or even before that, you're seeing certain chefs and stuff like that. Like, man, I could do that shit.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, absolutely. This actually really humbled my ass. And this part of this interview is really important. Y'all should pay attention to this. So, on this struggle of like, what the fuck should I do, man? Like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I only know how to trap. Like, I'm not that gifted. I dropped out. Like, it's all the whole 9 yards, like this guy shit, And I didn't want to grow up and be like that because my dad ran away and I'm pretty sure it's from the streets. I don't want to say anything. I know sometimes the internet cop and all that, but whatever. My dad had to run away. You know what I'm trying to say? And I don't want to be that same guy one day because if you continue that life, you're probably going to end up going that way.
Facts.
Like there's no end to it. Like there's almost times I got a few times, but that's for another time. But yeah, on this road, thinking of what to do, I was always like, well, I'm always that guy at the jam. I'm fat boy. I'm always like, grilling the chicken or like backseat cooking, you know what I mean? Like I'm holding it down for the cooking, Yeah. And I sit there and sat there and I'm like burning and just, doing my thing kind of, on that depressed mode. Like, fuck, I used to move the packs, like, I don't want to be a fucking nobody,
Yeah.
And I always love cooking, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I should probably forward back to school, and do this right because then I can actually be someone. I'm actually good at this shit. Like every time I cook, people are like, that shit's fucking fire, bro.
Yeah.
You should own a restaurant one day. Now here we are,
Here we are.
But so that journey, I went back to George Brown. I graduated with honors. During that process was great for me. Now I don't want to diss the educational part because I did learn some things there, but most of my skills was on hands-on when I was actually in the field. This is a long story. We're gonna make it shorter though, right?
No, take your time.
During my times in college was the greatest time to network. I got to work with many celebrity chefs, which also led to celebrity. Working for celebrity chefs, restaurants and shit like that.
Okay.
Which is really, really great to help build my portfolio as a chef. Work my way from ground up. You know what I mean? Yeah. I literally after when I graduated college, I thought I was going to be a shit. Like I said, back to the humbling up part, right? Like I thought I was going to go to my first kitchen and be like, yo, I'm Gordon Ramsay. Well, I go on, like I'm going to run this. Like, bro, what are you saying? There's like 40 pounds of like a bunch of shit you got to peel and clean and shit. I'm like, wait, what are you saying? I'm not going to, do one of them Salt Bay things, like kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, nah, are you joking, bro? Like all of us are students. All of us are like, it's like, this is like a soldier thing here. You got to work your way up, bro.
Yeah.
So, I worked at a dozen different kitchens, learned my way every so often, right? From each one, leveled up, learn. And that's part of my like decade journey into this chef world. You know what I mean?
Decade journey.
So, near the end of it right now, which is not the end of it, actually. Sorry. It's the start, into my opinion, the start of it. When things are starting to go good, because I can actually see my vision now. I can put my menus, my everything, right? The way I advertise, the way we put ourselves out there, right? It's very unique because it's myself. I don't copy nobody.
Yeah.
If you take a look at my restaurant, I am the only fried chicken guy that doesn't offer a Nashville chicken. I take pride in being Canadian. It's the reason why I have such great friends, such a great place to live, And we're so multicultural.
This is facts.
Brother, where can you find a city where you find every color in the rainbow in terms of race that all chilling in the same place and everything's blessed?
Yeah.
I've been to countless parties like that and jams and like little community events and shit. And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I got cousins in the States and it's like segregation city.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the Vits are on one side, the Spanish dudes are over here, the black guys are over here. Like, not to say it like that, you know what I mean?
No, but they don't even go to the same places.
Yeah, kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
like you can see it more than here. Here, it's like you go to Young and Dundas, you see everybody, man.
Yeah, yeah. No, straight up.
Yeah, their continent could be like a little, like there'll be that race of that person there for some reason.
Yeah.
And they will be there. That's how beautiful Toronto is.
This is why I live here, man.
Yeah, man. Like,
Before we continue,
yes,
I forgot to do this in the beginning, but I want to give a couple quick shout outs to my sponsor, Astro Pink. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
if you know, you know. Check them out on their Instagram, my Astro Pink or Astro_Pink, or check their website out, myastropink.com. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been blazing on for this right now.
Yeah.
And also, you did a segment with Zeti for Zeti's Hot Plates for Cooking with Zeti, and Zeti's doing a giveaway. We're giving away what is that now? A pressure cooker?
No, I'll bring it to you.
Yeah, bring
very
it over
nice.
here
I like giveaways too, man.
You know
I do that stuff too all the time. It's good to give back.
We're in the Christmas season.
We're in the Christmas, like we just discussed earlier. I just gave back like yesterday and today. You know?
Holy
shit! Ooh, that's looking.
So this is
that's a nice Dutch pot, eh? That's thick. That's Martha Stewart too.
Shit,
that's some name brand, yo.
Hey.
You know Martha Stewart's with the shits, yo.
Yeah.
She be burning one down with Snoop Dogg. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
She's
Inmate
cool.
Stewart right here.
So I'm giving it. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm giving away the Martha Stewart pot, and We Love Hip Hop is giving away.
Oof, a pressure cooker.
A rice cooker, a pressure cooker rice cooker. So this is coming from We Love Hip Hop, and the pot is coming from Zeti's Hot Plate. So we're giving season, so we're giving away.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys, so follow us. You have to follow us before you can enter to win one of the gift. So we're going to choose the best comment for the giveaway. So
I like that. I like that.
Make sure you drop good comment, and then we're going to give you the gift. Gift of giving.
It's the seasons. Tis the seasons. All right. So make sure to tap in.
To be jolly.
Feliz Navidad.
So let's continue our combo here.
So you can read a little bit on the pressure cooker. You see, it does a lot of stuff. That one.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's like a multi-purpose one.
It's like a multi-purpose.
Yeah, it's like a good one still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's from Bella, which is a very good brand.
I'll make sure to put this also in the description for the people and
it's stainless steel too, eh?
Yeah.
I got that nice look in the house. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Straight up, that quality. You know what I mean?
Just put
And
this
the
here.
Martha Stewart pot is a cast iron thing. It's good for cooking anything: curry goat, oxtail, chicken, whatever.
Okay.
You can do anything in that pot.
No, salute to Zeti. Salute to Zeti's Hot Plate. Make sure to follow her on Instagram. Sing. The first restaurant, right?
Yes.
Was the first restaurant that you started El Pollo, El Jefe Pollo, de Pollo?
Yeah.
What was that process like? Opening up the restaurant for the first time? Because it's never easy, bro.
This one's a long one. So on that journey to fix myself, right? So we're talking about opening the business part now. We're fast forwarding like past a decade.
Yeah,
like
right into the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We're fast forwarding past a decade and all that stuff now. I actually didn't start with El Jefe de Pollo. I had a catering company.
Okay.
Yeah, but that kind of went down south due to that spiky ball that got us all scared of each other. You know, COVID? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We all remember that.
Yeah.
It roughed up a lot of people, man, in the city.
Yeah.
All kinds of businesses closing down and this and that. But where I'm at in life at this point,
the catering company?
Sorry?
What was the name of the catering company?
Le Bouchon de Desserts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were trying to do a little bit of desserts in there too, and this and that, you know? Some caterings, this and that, you know? It's doing pretty well. But again, COVID happened, so it didn't turn out. You know what I mean? So at that point, like there's a little bit of a pause, right? So the first year of COVID, I guess I just decided to just do whatever small jobs I can here and there, you know, survive. But you can't really do much when it's like 10 people catering.
Yeah.
Like you do catering, you know what I'm saying? Like how much money can you make on a 10 people catering? Your food cost is up the roof too. Think about it. You can't survive on like $150 a week.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And I ain't trying to be grown, fat, and broke. That's craziness. Hey, I'm in the 30s now, yo. You can't be doing that. You got to figure something out quick.
Yeah.
So I was at a family jam. There's a great part of how I started Jefe's, by the way. I went fishing in Windsor that weekend too, and that's when like Popeyes released their chicken sandwich here, you know?
Yeah.
And after a long day of fishing, brother, you're hungry, man. Like you want to eat now, you know? But I knew that sandwich was released, and I was hearing all these crazy things about it. Like, yo, people are getting shot over this sandwich, all this, like, yo, this is a crazy sandwich. You got to try it.
Yeah.
So I went up, I lined up. So I lined up for this, and then I tried it, you know what I mean? And then, you know, to be honest, I was like, okay, it's all right. But I'm a classically French trained chef at this point. I mean, I'm certainly sure I can whip up something nice. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to make a chicken shop. And then I started whipping up some recipes, and then, you know, I got some friends to try it, and they're like, yo, bro, this fucking slaps, bro. I'm like, yeah, well, respect. So okay. And then I had to do another test. Like, okay, well, this got to be able to hold. So I got to make a batter secret recipe that, like, if I fry it, it's got to be able to Uber to you in like an hour max. Yeah. Because we're in a pandemic. Remember, there's no walk-in and shit. You know what I mean?
And it has to be able to stay fresh.
Yeah. So it has to be able to stay fresh and shit. And then I did some batter recipes, and I finally found the secret recipe. I delivered from my crib to friends for a trial to try it, like not for money. Like, yo, tell me there's a slap or not. Don't fucking lie to me. Yeah. Tell me the truth, man. I know if people are lying. Don't be like, oh, you're my virgin. Like, you're gonna be like, yo, it's all right, it's good still. No. It's shit, bro. It's soggy. Tell me what it is. So there was a few where we had to, you know, figure out this and that to make it work, and then I finally made it work. And then I was like, okay, well, I can't sell the shit out of my house. So I'm going to get fucked the health department here. You know what I'm trying to say? I just don't work like that. And buying a spot right now, it was still a good price, but I just didn't have the loot at that time. Like, I'm going through a loss, right? Like, I got to bounce back somehow first, you know? I went to a family jam, and like, COVID is like, you know, small get-togethers and shit. And there was a couple good family friends and shit, and uncles and shit. And it was a barbecue, and then they just opened a club, one of them. And then they went, fuck, man, like, you know, like, this lockdown and shit. And then I was like, yeah, And I'm still trying to say, I'm trying to open this chicken thing. Family, friends saying it can't open from COVID. And, you know, I'm like, ding. I'm like, yo, why don't I slide you some loot and we'll make a little sublease, you know? And then we made it work right away, like the same weekend, basically. I'm like, I got this fucking idea. I'm not crazy, man. And then some people were laughing, going, yo, you're going to fucking sell burgers. You used to sell bricks. So you're going to sell burgers, you used to sell bricks kind of thing. And I'm like, so? I've been a chef for a long time now. Yeah. You
already had put 10 years in at that point.
Yeah. But some people are still like, yo, just, I don't know, man. Like COVID, I don't know if the restaurant business is going to do well. You're crazy, you know? Like, what are you doing? Like, you know? And I'm like, nah, man, I have this vision, man. Like, it's COVID now, and I can get it to people through like Uber Eats and shit. Like, eventually, when it goes back to normal, like right now, it'll be something. I feel it.
Definitely.
So yeah, we made a little agreement, and that club that we're speaking of is called Lang Kang Bar and Lounge. It's a little niche gem that if you're in the end, you probably know about it. Even DJ Snoopy does his Smash or Pass out of there, and does events almost every Thursday there. Good Vibe Thursdays, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I started my little venture there. So it was really funny. It was me, my best friend, and my wife, you know what I mean? And in the beginning, and we're serving fried chicken out of a club in a lockdown. Like, this is some Atlanta shit, man. But in the beginning, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Like, this company is very busy now, and we have a lot of following and a lot of supporters, and it's very great now. But in the very beginning stages, it was not easy at all. Like, it was ridiculously hard. Some days I was losing like a couple $100s. Everyone gotta get paid, you know what I mean? Like, this shit's gotta get paid for, you know? Food goes bad, you gotta throw it, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be giving me a rum belly and shit, you know? Yeah. But yeah, we're getting to the point where I left my girl behind, and then my best friend, I'm like, yo, hold down the fort. I have to get us some customers. It felt like it was like zombie land, you know, because we're in COVID. I'm like, ain't nobody forwarding, man. It's already sketch as it is. It's in a club. Ain't nobody seen the sign, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, I got to get out there. So I started going to places like Walmart, No Frills, like Jane and Finch Mall, like, because it's close by, right? And I'll literally like just look for like groups of people and start handing out my flyers. I even started getting really brave and like, because I know what it is, you know. I know I'm trying to look for hungry people, you know what I'm trying to say? So I'll look for cars, park them in a corner of a lot with smoke coming out of it. Wow. And a couple of my VIP day one clients, you fucking know, man. You'll vouch for this shit. I pulled up on you. I pulled up on your ass, and you remember this in a February -20. I had my North Face on, and we all had masks. So everyone's all sketchy and shit. And when I got my mask on, I kind of look like a goonie and shit, you know? Like, and it's not even like that. I have a flyer in my hand, right? I've been pulling up to whips that have smoke on it. I know you're balling up for sure. You're balling up.
That's what smoking, just trying to have it, just chill out.
Yeah, imagine just having a session. All of a sudden, some fat fuck comes to you and be like knocking on your window. You think it's boy annoyed him or something or some shit. And I'd be like, yo, what he's saying, yo? And they'll be like, who the fuck is you, yo? Like, you know, get the attitude. 'Cause, bro, I will look what ends I'm in. I'm knocking on your window and shit. You know what I mean? I got a flyer in their hand. I'll be like, no, it's not like that. Look, I'm like, yo, I sell fried chicken. They're like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. This guy's fucking jokes, yo.
Yeah.
Are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I sell fried chicken, bro. Yo, come to the restaurant right now. Yo, I'll give you 20% right now. Like shit like that. Like you're just trying to get people to see what my product is.
And not to interrupt you, did that work a lot of times too? Like, man,
Yes.
like, just pull up the
Bro.
same time?
Trust me,
That's
it works, bro.
crazy.
It's so crazy. I got this one client, Elvis, will probably be in the comments, so, you know, one day for this. I still remember this day. I met him at the Walmart parking lot doing almost, not for smoking weed, but just pulling up to people. Yo, take this right now. You know what I mean? Like, yo, try my chicken, you know?
Yeah.
And it started getting far-fetched because people were just trying to get the groceries and go home. We're in lockdown, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, it's in a club. And it's like, it's starting to sound weird. Like, yo, fried chicken in a club. What's going on here? You know? I'm like, yo, okay, look at the IG. Looks real.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you know?
So even about the IG, and not just IG, your TikTok, right?
Yeah.
How did you develop such a huge TikTok presence? Not even on your own page.
That
but
one's
other
really
pages.
weird for me. I was never really tech savvy too much growing up. I'm not one of those, like, you know what I mean? Like, that know how to do all that technology shit. But I kind of stopped at Instagram, right? But a lot of like younger generation family members or friends told me, hey, listen, you got to get on this TikTok thing.
Yeah.
Until this day, like I don't really get the full credit for it. Like I have like maybe 3,000 likes on TikTok. But there are some people that repost my content from my place that have like 250K, 100K, 150K, like crazy numbers. But
That's crazy.
yeah, I must admit, man, that's the new thing, man.
And I'm sure that's helped out the business too. I'm sure people have popped
Dramatically.
in. Yes, I've seen
Like,
you on TikTok.
it's getting to the point where it's like 6 out of 10 people when I ask, how'd you find out about me? And most of my guests will attest to this. Be like, yeah, TikTok, man. I seen this foodie did a TikTok at your place, or I seen Marv TV, or I've seen like so-and-so, you know, go to your store, man, on TikTok. And I'm like, okay. I'm starting to notice less and less traction on Instagram for some reason, even though that's my hugest following and that's, you know, where most of my stuff's going on.
Yeah.
I kind of force it upon my following because even if I do a contest on TikTok, I'll be like, yo, go to the Instagram. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
It's what I know, you know? I'm at the point, I'm not trying to learn too many new things. I'm just trying to grow with what I know and then learn a little bit along the way. You know what I mean?
Sure, for sure.
Yeah. I can't be learning a new platform every 6 months, like Snapchat, this and that. You know what I mean? It's too much for me, man.
No, fam, we need you to be learning these new recipes so that we can stay fit.
I gotta make some more fire, yeah, you know?
You know what I'm saying?
Whip that shit up in the kitchen, you know?
So let me even ask you about even the restaurant business. What's one of the hardest things about being in the restaurant business?
Oh man, so much shit, like pressure and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, and just like, you know, the consistent changes that I have to go through, like inflation was one of them. I got a lot of nasty comments lately about the price, but dude, it's not my fault, man.
Yeah.
You get a 23 or 26% increase on your food and only increase it by like maybe 5%, 8%. And deal with that. I'm already taking most of that inflation loss for my guests. If you compare me to something with a similar quality, the price guarantee won't be the same.
Yeah.
Now, I changed my business model because of COVID, that I don't have waiters and waitresses, hence the not spending on a wage, right? Wage isn't cheap anymore. We have cost of living, everything going up, including minimum wage and shit like that, or even like supervisor wages or anything higher than that.
Definitely.
You got to pay more than back then. So it's not as easy as before, you know?
Yeah. Nah, fam, I feel that like this is a good way of learning about how to change your life around.
Yeah.
Right? And to now like being in this business, how to like work your way through, especially like during these times, fam. You're a testament to being able to grow up in the pandemic, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Another reason why, so back to being very multicultural in our city, people always still ask for this day, and I get Spanish check all day.
Yeah.
Believe me, I do. The restaurant called JEFE De Pollo, you walk in, and yes, I'm going to agree with this. Like a good 60% of our staff are of an Oriental or, you know, Asian background. So when you walk in, you almost get a Manchu walk vibe. Like, wait a minute, what the El Jefe de Pollo? It's a bunch of, you know, what's going on here? You know, you get that vibe. And then all of nowhere, like, I get Spanish. Like some of they ask in Spanish, like, you know, like, what's going on? Like, can I order some food? And I'd be like, hey, don't worry. Chino habla español. They're like, okay. Yo, like, yo, what? This guy, yeah, man. And how I learned to get enough Spanish to get by is I had to live down south for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had a little contract in between all this journey of like going back to school and working in the field and all that stuff like that, right? So I spent some months down at Panama City working in a resort. So you got to serve guests and you got to learn how to speak Spanish pretty quick, bro.
Yeah.
Even working with the workers, ain't nobody speak English, bro. This is a different country. This is like different, man.
Yeah.
It didn't matter who the hell I was back in Toronto. When I got to this place, it's completely different, man. Like you're in a different country. You got no homies. You got no family members. You got nobody with you. And you're just there to work. You're on a contract. You get what I'm saying? I was on a contract. So you got to behave too on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was really trippy. So I went over to Panama. I had to adjust. I had to speak Spanish. I had to learn Spanish on the fly. And enough to be able to work and maybe even talk to some guests. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to go to groceries on your own, all that kind of stuff. And that experience really humbled me in a way because when I came back to Toronto, I knew that every single refugee, every single immigrant had to go through what I just went through, but longer. Mine was just a little contract work. You know, you live there, you got to buy some groceries, go into the city, Boston, whatever. Yeah. But imagine living in a completely different country. You got no help. You start new, your family brand new. Like a lot of our family went through this if you are not from here originally. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And they had to go through that hardship. And I understood what that felt. And in just a short time, when I came back, I really appreciated. Like, you'll catch me helping extra now. Like, if I see someone like a little bit struggle or something, like, especially if I know you're an immigrant, I will try my best to help. Because I know what that's like. Even me trying to get directions, people don't got a time of day. You get what I mean? Especially in a third world country, people like, hurry up, rapido, like hurry up. Like, what you get in my way, bro? Move. You know what I mean? Like kind of thing.
Hustle.
Yeah, everyone's got to do their shit, you know?
Yeah.
So for our parents that, you know, came here with not much and just trying to struggle and trying to learn and provide, that's you know what I mean? We gotta give one up for them, you know what I mean?
No, that's real talk,
man.
Yeah,
for real, yo. Pay homage for real, you know?
No, real talk, fam. My last question I have for you, and this is my question that I ask all my guests, right?
Yeah.
What's one thing that Chino now would tell a young Chino back in the days?
Oh man, this one can go on forever. Just not to get mixed up with the wrong things, you know, in life. A lot of things in life is to be honest, it's your own choice. You always have options. You just tell yourself that you don't have an option, or you can't do this, or I can't do that, or I can't strive to be this, or because of this I can't this, or my so and so said that I can't do this, or whatever. That's all bullshit. Everyone can do something. It's what you put your mind to. You know what I mean? So that's what I would tell myself. You know what I mean? So I can get here faster. Shit, I'm getting old, man. We ain't getting any younger. You know what I'm trying to say? But if I had known some of these things when I was younger, I believe that I would be a lot further. And I'm not talking about resources either, but mentally in life, right? Like the great things that I'm doing now, I would have been able to do them a lot younger. I would have been able to do more by now and help out more charitable events and my own charities and shit like that, right? Like shit that really helps people.
No, for sure.
Like the turkey drive thing that we did, like that helps a lot of people. People can't afford food right now, especially now in a food crisis. Having something like this is such a blessing. I wish I had some of these when I was in the rough times too, but it's okay. At least I can provide it for someone else.
Nah, for sure.
That's it.
Nah, man, and that's jewelry right there, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, man, Chino from El Jefe de Pollo in the building.
All day.
I really enjoyed this conversation, and I feel that we got to get some good insight on the man behind the business, the man behind it, flipping the chickens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
And yeah, man. Look out also for the episode with you and cooking with Zeti, with cooking with Zeti.
Absolutely.
I mean? We got to make the signature chicken sandwich that I'm gonna finish.
Yeah, y'all check that out, yo. We bought some fried chicken for them to refry and kind of like how we put it together at a restaurant, kind of so you can see what you get when you come to our place. Obviously, I have to bring it all the way from Finch West all the way down to the studio here. But, you know, when you come get it right from our fryer, it's going to be fresh, piping hot, and then nice and like tasty. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's still snacks. And I'm going to finish the rest of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And big salute to the sponsors as usual. Astro Pink. If you know, you know. Check them out on their website, myastropink.com, or on their Instagram, astro_pink. There's another one in the vault, man. We offer this.
Big shout out. I want to just say,
give you shout outs.
I want to say a big shout out to We Love Hip Hop. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for having me. And especially a big shout out to everybody that's been with me from day one, you know?
No,
I wouldn't be here without y'all. Straight up.
Thank you, brother. We offer this. Deuces. For watching this video. Make sure to share this to a friend and make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. And make sure to subscribe to the We Love Hip Hop Clips channel for short clips from the podcast as well as short clips from interviews and clips of interviews before they drop on this channel right here. All right. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share this to a friend. Cheer!